like this, ordinary person will want to say no work today, but for your selfless commitment to equity development and to the people, here we are. And I say you are welcome to today's plenary section. So I will want us quickly to go through our votes and proceedings. For Wednesday, the 4th day of June, 2025, and which happened to be our special plenary session that we had to commemorate our 2nd year of office. And it is also gladdening to note that officially, this is our first plenary session, starting our third year. We are now starting the 3rd year by the special grace of God. 2 years has passed, and now we have started the 3rd year. And this is the first plenary session of the 3rd year. And let me also say, gladly, you are welcome again to another fruitful year, another productive year by the grace of God. So let's go through our votes and proceedings. And I would like us to go through by taking it from page 1. If there is any observation, correction, please indicate by raising of your hands. Page 2. Remember, it was a long day, so you had a lot to read. Page 3. Then page 4. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Observation. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And my dear colleagues, I'm Honorable Tolu Lopoege. I represent the Southwest Constituency 2. Right Honorable Speaker, we made a little correction during the special plenary that members do not need a motion to speak at the plenary. Item C on the page 11 was tagged as motion made that members be allowed. Members cannot be allowed to speak at the plenary. Do not need a motion to speak at the plenary. I think it was just a call for members to recall memories.
I understand. Under reminiscence, it wasn't a motion. No motion was made. It was that members were called to speak. I think that correction should be made. Madam Clerk, I believe that is well noted. Members were called upon. Yes, page 12. Page 12. Page 13. 13. Page 13. Page 14. Page 14, which is the last page. Thank you very much. In the absence of no further comment or any observation, may I call on the popular Honorable Babawo, Honorable Awoniyi Jacob Adeyemi, to move the motion for its adoption and to be the same motion to be seconded by Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle. Yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members of the House. I'm Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. I rise this morning to move a motion that the post and proceedings of the special plenary session held on Wednesday, June 4, 2025 be adopted as a working instrument of this House. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle. I rise to second the motion that the vote and proceeding for special plenary held on Wednesday, 4th of June 2025 be adopted as a working document of the House. So second.
And I therefore put the question that those in favor that the votes and proceedings for Wednesday, the 4th day of June 2025 be adopted as a working document of this House, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. And let me also commend the bureaucracy for a job well done, and looking at the volume of these votes and proceedings and capturing everything that happened on that fateful day where we have almost 4 hours sitting. I think it's commendable. Well done. Thank you for doing a great job. Madam Clerk? Madam Clerk, any message from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, sir, there is no message for Mr. Governor.
Any other announcements, either from various constituencies or at committee level? Yes. Yes, I call on Honorable Idowu Odebumi.
Thank you, the capacity, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. I remain my humble self, Honorable Idowu Odebumi, representing the good people of Oye Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon in a sober mood to announce the death of one of the vibrant, bold, brilliant, courageous lady that is doing well for herself, for Ekiti State, for our family, and making us proud in every aspect of her life, every opportunity she finds herself. And the person is known as the Deputy Speaker of Ekiti Youth Parliament, Ms. Damilola Agbaje, who recently passed away untimely. During her stay in life, she has been one of the youths that always shouts for policy that will help the development of Ekiti youth. She has represented Ekiti youth in many fora where she performed very well. Next month ought to be our call to bar. She just finished NYC, and she's the lady that we are all looking up to, that the future will be better for us in Ekiti State. She's a lady that whenever we are speaking, addressing the younger ones, that we can make reference to. Mr. Speaker, this lady comes from Ire-Ekiti, my constituency, and we are so sad that we lost her. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Idowu Odebumi. If I say I've been able to come out of the shock of obituary, because I saw it first time on the Facebook and I was shocked that I shouted. I can't believe, and I'm still in shock. I'm still wondering, can this be true? As we all are aware, dear colleagues, this young lady, when she was here, was inaugurated in this house alongside others as our youth parliament and as the deputy speaker of the youth parliament. And you will know that a future was actually cut short. You will know that she's one of the brightest minds of Ekiti. I recall at age 16, when she was 16 years old, she participated in the Dr. Fayemi essays competition, where she came on top at 16 years old. I'm aware that she had some books to her credit. I'm aware that she came with first class at the Nigerian Law School. First class. And even at the university level, she was a first class graduate. Not only that, she just finished her service, even though she's yet to be called to the bar. I'm also aware that private chambers are already on a throne. I am aware that she will be called to the bar, Nigeria bar. She ought to have been called. I don't even know how to say it again. She was to be among those that will be called to bar next month. She was passionate when she was here about the development of this state, young people interested in so many things. She is running an NGO of her own already. And you will know that she was a regular face, even in this chamber. She comes around to also understudy us. I am also aware that she was among those who are undergoing leadership training in one of the centers that organized by the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, who is now currently the Chief of Staff to the President, and that is Right Honorable Gbajabiamila. She is one of the few young people in Nigeria selected to undergoing legislative training but in her prime, death came calling. But the question is, who are we to question God? Who are we to query him? One of the Yoruba names of our God is Asheyowu or Kabiosi. You don't question his authority, but truly is, death is inevitable. Either we are young, old, one day we will all die. But we must also say that even as young as Dami was, she has also made her impact. Today we are talking about what she has done even at that prime age. And I can see that her team has really touched people across the land. All we can say is that God will grant her eternal rest, and her soul will rest in the bosom of our Lord. Why we also pray for the family left behind, the mother and the rest of them, that God will console them. May the soul of Damilola Agbaje rest in peace. Thank you. Now, there is a letter. We have so many letters written to us by a member of the public. I received one just on, I think on Monday, among the letters. But we won't be able to read all the letters. But this particular one, because I don't know this person, others I know, but this one I actually don't know him. And we want the leader of the house to, so that it won't look like we're only reading letters from elder statesmen alone. But this person that I don't even know, I want the leader of the house to quickly read that letter. And the letter is addressed to the speaker, but directed to all members of Ekiti State House of Assembly. Leader of the house, please take the letter. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you once again, my dear colleagues. Tolulokwegi. Right Honorable Speaker, this letter is from Mr. Raphael Omotosho, Okeruku Ward, Ikere Constituency 2, Ikere Ekiti, and it was written on the 23rd of June to the Ekiti State House of Assembly. Dear distinguished honorable members, letter of commendation. The Speaker, Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Stephen Adeoye Adibasoye, the Deputy Speaker, the Majority Leader, all other members of this 7th Assembly, the Clerk of the House. I, Mr. Raphael Omotosho, heartily felicitate and congratulate the entire members of this 7th Assembly on your 2nd year of office. Even since you assumed office on June 6, 2022, your vision to make Ekiti a place of pride has been achieved due to your intellect, being learned, experience, and the virtue of the real Omoluabi that you all possess. Even though I had the thought of appearing physically to this hallowed chamber to present this commendation, but due to your time schedule, I may not be permitted. But nevertheless, I have to express my thoughts and feelings that I have for you. My honorable speaker, sir, your leadership style has given me overwhelming happiness and joy, which I believe it wouldn't be only me, but the entire people of Ekiti State. My honorable speaker, sir, permit me to speak about the peace and tranquility we are enjoying in our state, Ekiti. It was due to your unwavering support given to our amiable, workaholic, cool-headed, and indefatigable governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. Bow. You see, my honorable speaker and the entire honorable members in some states of Nigeria Federation, their House of Assembly members have turned their entire state to firefighter states by logging heads through conspiracy and making their state ungovernable by the governors. But as God will have it in the State House of Assembly, you believe in Georgia is better than war. My honorable speaker, sir, I give kudos to you and your colleagues. In some states of Nigerian Federation, they refer to their legislators, as they normally call them, rubber stamp. But in your own case, I refer to you as golden stamp because, because you have used a golden pen to rewrite the history of Ekiti State. My Honorable Speaker, sir, from the record of this 7th Assembly, you have passed over 24 bills into law, and virtually all these bills have a direct positive impact on the people of Ekiti. Take, for example, Ekiti State Property Protection Anti-Land Grabbing Law 2024, Ekiti State Environmental Protection and Watershed Management Agency Law 2024, Ekiti State Local Content Law 2024, Yoruba Language Preservation and Promotion Law 2024, just to mention but a few. Mr. Honorable Speaker, sir, your initiative to digitalize activities in the House has added another feather to your cap among the League of House of Assemblies in Nigeria. The importance of this development was to enable the people both home and in diaspora to access vital information and watch you live and give the feedback immediately during the plenary session. My Honorable Speaker, let me rate all of you in this 7th Assembly higher when it comes to oversight functions, which is one of your constitutional duties. The essence of your oversight function was to monitor the project embarked by the executive, which I can also refer to as check and balance. Mary Speaker, sir, you have also done very well in the area of public petitions. You swift into action immediately you receive the petition from the public. My Honorable Speaker, sir, and all other distinguished members of this hallowed chamber, I don't want to take much of your time. I want to thank you all for the opportunity given to me by reading my letter of commendation. All my commendation for this 7th Assembly were strictly scrutinized by myself without any exaggeration. Once again, my distinguished honorable members, I congratulate you all for unwavering support given to our amiable, indefatigable workaholic, silent achiever, the real architect of modern Ekiti, His Excellency, Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, for making him achieve his transformative agenda in Ekiti State. Thanks for giving me the attention. God bless Ekiti 7th Assembly. God bless Ekiti State. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yours faithfully, Raphael Omotosho Okeruku Ward, Ikere, Constituency 2.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. Raphael Omotosho of Okeruku Ward, Ikere Abi. Thank you very much, and I know it's so much wish from the content of his letter that the letter be read, even if though we cannot give him, he wanted us to grant him opportunity to come and address, but that one will not be granted. Thank you very much. And on that note, I will also inform us that the burial ceremony of Honorable Luwadare has been slated to hold. It's an invitation from one of us, Honorable Karim Agubeade, and inviting us to the burial ceremony of Chief Joseph Akitayo Oluwadare JP. The event will be service of song, July 9, Lying State, Thursday, July 10, and Christian Week Keep, same Thursday. Then the valedictory meeting, July 11th, and the funeral service, July 11th. Thank you. Yes, I also have the invitation from one of us, a senior ranking member, if there's anything like that. Senior ranking member is an invitation from a senior ranking member. There are ranking member, but we have a senior ranking member, and that is not no other person than our own Right Honorable Akim Jamil, who is representing the good people of Irekpodun Ifelodu Constituency 2 and a former Deputy Speaker of this House. Dear Right Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, invitation to my 60th. You can see that the senior even has a grade again. And that is why I'm emphasizing 68th. Birthday, roundtable lecture, and book launch event at Ado-Ekiti. Date, 30th day of August 2025. And the Right Honorable former Deputy Speaker Akim Jabu said, I am delighted to invite you to my 60th birthday lecture and book launch scheduled for Saturday, 30th of August 2024 by 10 a.m. 10 a.m. However, for members, I think we should have an early hour gathering. Before, Abi, you have the early and the afterward too. So 10 a.m. is the main event, but 7 a.m. I think we should converge before the main event. And after event again, we can also meet on that day. And sir, we also wish you happy birthday. And this is a milestone and diamond age. It's not easy. Ojutiri, you are welcome to the 6th floor, sir. And all members are invited. God bless. Then, lastly, on the announcement, I also want to inform us, not just us alone, and Ekiti people, that there is a program, technical and vocational education training, popularly known as TVET, that is ongoing now. The federal government has also graciously approved the sum of 30,000 naira to those who enroll, a monthly 30,000 naira to those who enroll in this program. What is this program all about? It's a program, a training to acquire skills. And whether we like it or not, the way our society is going, if you don't have a skill, you might be left behind. And for members, for our people not to be left behind, they need to acquire skill. And that is why our technical education centers, I think we have one in Igbaraudo. There is one in Ado-Ekiti. There is another in Ikere. Is there any in Ikere? Yes. And we have in Ikole, Otun. Those are the centers. And Ijero. And we should encourage our young ones to apply in order to acquire skills. Enough is enough of Owomeji Loke fun Babakan. Enough is enough of waking up in the morning, and the first thing you do is to send message. Ọmọ yín ọjọ́ sí tẹ́ ẹ ṣe némi fún yẹn, ó tẹ̀ ìwọ school, àbí ìyàwó yín ti lóyún. I think it is time for people to also work. And I believe that as members, we can encourage them. So why am I saying this? Let us also take this to our various constituencies and encourage them, particularly those who, a graduate can also go back to acquire this. Just of recent, or we see an ongoing thing, the portal for TESCOM, employment was open. A job that is meant for 1,800. I'm aware that more than 20,000 people applied. So So how do you accommodate the rest? Job meant for 1,800, you have like 20,000 people or close to 30,000 people applying for same job. So why can't we also think in the direction and think outside the box and look for skill acquisitions? These are jobs that people will always demand for their services. And I think it is important for us to take this back to our various constituencies and encourage them. And if possible, the little money for the forms, if they are ready, we can endeavor to do that for them. Thank you. Yes. Any public petition? Yes. Leader of the House. Public petition, I think is Honorable Ayo. Please, can we take the, I think you have two. You just tell us the petitioner, what the petition is all about, and let me know whether it was signed. I mean, the petition is signed.
Thank
that's
you.
all.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Ayodeji Adegbite, representing Ado Constituency 1. The first petition is from Ayo Gibson International, signed by Mr. Ayo Prince Ayo Ajayi, the Managing Director. It's a petition requesting for the retention of a solar powered street light job that was done since 2009. And yes, so he's requesting for the retention. I believe that he did the job properly, and the street lights were enjoyed by the state government. He attached the documents, his completion letter and his award letter, and the document is duly signed, Mr. Speaker. Do I have permission to go ahead to read the second petition?
And place the two at the same time.
All right, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The second petition is written by Mr. Adeyeye Kehinde Francis of Okebola Street, Ijero Quarters, Omu Ekiti. It's a petition for the review of wrongful dismissal from service of the Ekiti State Judiciary. Mr. Kehinde Francis Adeyeye signed the document. He believed he was wrongfully dismissed from the Ekiti State Judiciary, and he wants the House to look into this for him and see how he can be reinstated if he is found not to be guilty of what he was accused of. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Please, can you just step forward and lay the petitions? Yes, Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you, my dear colleagues, once again. Right Honorable Speaker, the two petitions, as read by the Chairman, House Committee on Public Petitions, is being presented to us, and I want to move the motion that this House adopt these two documents as the working document of this Honorable House. I so move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Idowu Odebumi.
Capacity Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, I still remain my humble self, Honorable Comrade Idowu Odebumi, representing the group of here. I rise this afternoon to second the motion being moved by Honorable Tolege that the petition, the document being submitted by Honorable Ayo Adegbite be accepted by this House as a working document.
And I put the question that those in favor that the House admit the two petitions as presented by Honorable Ayo Adegbite as the working document of this House say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. May I also say that the two petitions are hereby committed to the committee, the House Committee on Petition, Public Petition. Thank you. Now, Leader of the House. Madam Clerk, any matter of urgent public importance?
Speaker, none for today.
Any
Sir.
personal explanation?
No, sir.
Thank you very much, Leader of the House. Can you take us through the order of the day?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. Once again, I'm Honorable Tolu Lokwege. I represent the Southwest Constituency 2. Right Honorable Speaker, I have the order paper for Thursday, June 26, 2025, here with me. And on this order paper, there are 7 items. They are arranged as follows. Item 1, Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission, which is coming for the 4th Amendment, Bill 2025, going for first reading. Ekiti State, Item 2, Ekiti State Electoral Force Amendment Bill 2025, also going for first reading. Item 3 is consideration of the report of Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the allegation of wrongful termination of appointment of some staff of the defunct College of Education, Ikere Ekiti, in the year 2001 at the Committee of the Whole House. Item 4 is Ekiti State College of Technology Bill 2025, going for second reading and on its first allotted date. Item 5, Ekiti State Capital Territory Authority Bill 2025, also going for second reading and on its first allotted date. And item 6 is Ekiti State Lottery Commission Bill 2025, which is also going for second reading and on its first allotted date. While the last item, which is item 7, is adjournment.
1.
And right, Honourable Speaker, item 1 being Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission 4th Amendment Bill 2025, which is going for first reading. You may call on the clerk of the House to read the bill for the first time.
Yes, Madam Clerk, can you please take the first reading of Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission, 4th Amendment Bill 2025.
The Right Honorable Speaker and the distinguished members of the 7th Assembly, Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission, 4th Amendment Bill 2025, first reading.
Thank you very much. The bill has passed through the first reading. Leader of the House.
Right, Honourable Speaker. Next item is item 2, and that's Ekiti State Electoral First Amendment Bill 2025. You may equally call on the clerk of the House to read this bill for the first.
Yes, Clerk of the House, can you take the first reading of Ekiti State Electoral First Amendment Bill 2025?
Mr. Speaker, sir, and the distinguished honorable members of the 7th Assembly, Ekiti State Electoral First Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then I call on the Leader of the House.
Speaker, the next item is consideration of the report of Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the allegation of wrongful termination of appointment of some of the staff of the defunct College of Education in the year 2001. This consideration is a further consideration that should continue at the Committee of the Whole House. And in view of this, I will want to move the motion that this House dissolves the Committee of the Whole House.
Leader of the House, I think the report had already been considered at the Committee of the Whole House. What is needed now is for the report, resolution at plenary, and not at the Committee of the Whole House again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right,
all you need to do now is just give us the report of the Committee of the Whole House on this report.
Yes, thank
give
you,
us.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, in view of your directive, the committee of the Whole House sat in consideration of this report and came up with sets of resolutions. Permit me to quickly approach. Sorry, dear colleagues. Resolutions from the Committee of the Whole House are this, that the resolution earlier passed by the Second Assembly of the State on
The recommendations for resolution to the plenary now
yes,
by the Committee of the Whole House.
Yes.
Yes.
So part of the recommendations from the Committee of the Whole House is that the resolution that was passed by the Second Assembly on Tuesday, 22nd March, May 2007 stands valid and therefore should be complied with and implemented to the letter without further delay. The committee also maintained that the wrongful termination and or dismissal of appointment of the affected officers constitute an act of injustice to humanity and breach of public service rules. Therefore, the termination and dismissal should be declared null and void and of no effect whatsoever. Similarly, all the affected officers should be reinstated and placed accordingly in line with the decision of this House, taking into consideration the decision rules and regulations. That upon the restatement as recommended, their salaries, allowances, and other emoluments between 1995 and 2001 should be paid to date as it applies to the affected officers. Also, that the college authority should effect all the accumulated promotions of the concerned officials between the time of determination of the appointment or dismissal, that is between 1995 to date, as applicable to the affected officers. Also, that the wrongful dismissal of Mr. Ogumodede Taiwo, a driver with the employment of the college, should be converted to retirement, effective from year 2001 to date, with all his retirement benefits paid to him and to enjoy his pension benefit in the college like other pensioners of the college as contained in the recommendations from the committee. That the retirement of the following officers by the college authority be sustained. 1, Mr. A.O. Adeyemo. 2, Mr. Amodu Bayode. And that further delay in the implementation of the aforementioned resolutions of the House by the college shall be considered as contempt of the Parliament. And that the clarion call for the implementation of the State House of Assembly resolution on wrongful termination of the appointment of the underlisted officers from the College of Education as earlier approved by the governor should be acted upon in accordance with their cadres. The recommendations are as listed, giving the grades, the cadres, their names, their status, and their salary scale. And that in case of death of any of the affected officials within the period of the termination of the appointment, all emolument or benefit of such officers should be paid to the contact persons as stipulated in the records of service document of the deceased, as the case may be. All these forms the resolutions from the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you very much. May I call on Honorable Babatunde Faweku to confirm to us if the report as given by Honorable Tulidokwege was the actual, was the correct situation of events and discussions and resolutions or recommendations at the Committee of the Whole House. Can you confirm it?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, I am Babatunde Faweku. I represent those constituents. Yes, I can confirm that that was what transpired in the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you very much. And those in favor that this actually was the report of what transpired at the Committee of the Whole House on this matter, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Now, having listened to the report of the Committee of the Whole House, it is hereby, at this junction, I am going to read out the resolutions. And after that, the clerk will be so directed on what next to do. And I'm going to put the question that is it that if you're in support that this House pass a resolution that the earlier resolution by the Second Assembly of Ekiti State House of Assembly of Tuesday, the 22nd day of May, 2007, to remain valid, and that same should be complied with and implemented to the letter without further delay. If you are in support, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Secondly, that the committee, that the wrongful termination, the House, that this House maintain that the wrongful termination and or dismissal of appointment of the affected officers constitutes an act of injustice to humanity and breach of public rules. Therefore, the termination and dismissal is hereby declared null and void and of no effect whatsoever. Similarly, all the affected officers should be reinstated and placed back accordingly in line with the resolution of this House, taking into consideration the institutional rules and regulations. Now, what we are saying is that it is hereby the resolution of this House that the wrongful termination or dismissal of these affected officers be rendered null and void, and also that they be reinstated back as contained in the earlier resolution of the House of Tuesday, 22nd day of May, 2007. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Thirdly, the third resolution, that this House, that upon reinstatement, as recommended above, their salaries, allowances, and other emoluments between 1995 and 2005 should be paid as it applies to the affected officers. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. That the college authority should effect. Then, meanwhile, when we say college authority, they should take into cognizance the law establishing the Bamidele Olumide University, which has taken over the assets and liability of the College of Education, the dead College of Education in Ikere. That should be taken into consideration in this resolution, that the college authority, in quotes now, having in mind the law establishing the Bamidele Olumide University, should effect all the accumulated promotions of the concerned officers between the time of the termination of the appointment or dismissal, that is, between 1995 to date, as applicable to the affected officers. Those in favor that this form part of this resolution say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also, that the wrongful dismissal of Mr. Ogumodede Taiwo, a driver, from the employment of the college should be converted to retirement, effective from year 2001, and have his service till date with all his retirement benefits paid to him, and to enjoy his pensions benefits in the college like other pensioners of the college as contained in the House resolution. Those in favor that this form part of this resolution say aye. I can hear you say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also, that the retirement of the foreign officers by the college authority be sustained. Mr. A.O. Adeyemo, Mr. Amodu Bayode, if you are in support, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. also that any further delay in the implementation of the aforementioned resolutions of the House by the college, and when we say the college, now Bamidele Olumide University of Education and Science and Technology, Ikere Ekiti, shall be considered as contempt of the Parliament. Those in favor that this form part of the resolution say aye. Okay. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House, can you please do the counting and let me know if if forum is still formed.
Honorable Speaker, forum is still.
Quorum is still formed. All right, thank you. I don't want to do anything that somebody will go out there and say when the resolution was passed, quorum was not formed. I want to be sure. So how many are we in hall? Oh, we are 10. Okay, quorum is formed. That. Then I move on. Well, for avoidance of doubts that the wrongful termination of the appointment of the underlisted officers from the college, that is College of Education in Ikere Ekiti, as approved by the governor, should be implemented instead of acted upon, should be implemented in accordance with the Akeda. And for the avoidance of doubt, number 1 on the list, Ogunmodede Taiwo, driver, USS 2. That is the salary scale now to be implemented, the Akeda. Odunayo Ebenezer Ojo, gardener, USS 2. Oyekume Donatus, security officer, USS 3. Adeyemo AO, caretaker, USS 4. Olamusomi Lawrence O, senior clerical officer, USS 4-6, that is 4 step 6. Amodu Bayo, chief porter, USS 5 step 8. Agbeyo Olugbeinga, assistant lecturer, USS 8 step 10. Ajayi Gio, senior mechanical officer, USS 8 step 10. Omiyale E.T., assistant registrar, USS 9 step 7. Ofurum C.C., lecturer 2, USS 9 step 7. Arokodale J.B., lecturer 2, USS 9 step 8. Fadoro Leye, principal executive officer, USS 11. All these aforementioned officers affected by that wrongful termination, retirement, or dismissal are hereby to enjoy their appointment on, as contained in this resolution based on their cadre, that all benefits that is accruable and as approved by the governor should be implemented with immediate effect. Those in favor of this resolution say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And lastly, that in the case of the demise or death of any of the affected officers aforementioned within the period of the termination of the appointment, all the emoluments or benefits of such officers should be paid to their next of kin as stipulated in the records of service documents of the deceased, as the case may be. Those in favor that these form part of this resolution, say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. These are the resolutions, and this is the end of this. It is expected that the authority of the defunct College of Education, which has also transmuted to the Bamidele Olubinla University of Education, Science and Technology, Ikere-Ekiti, will adhere and also respect this resolution so as not to also run foul of the law, at least the contempt of Parliament. I believe that they will be honorable enough to respect the resolution of this House. Thank you, dear colleagues, and thank you, committee that work on this, and thank you, members of the State House of Assembly, for these resolutions. I hereby direct that Madam Clerk should transmit the resolution of this House to the appropriate authorities and the concerned agencies with immediate effect. Thank you very much. Well done. Leader of the House.
Right, Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. The next item on our order of the day is...
Leader of the House, step down every other item on the House. I can see that the rain has affected members a lot. We will have another allotted date. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The only item that cannot be stepped down is item 7.
Where item 7 as contained in our other paper is different from what your mind is thinking on. And I wonder how, leader, every day you always want to have item 7 as the last item. And I've told you it's either you remove from the item of order of the day or you add to it. Anytime you come with item 7, and we will know what to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In the absence of any other business for today, and I want to move the motion that this House adjourn Synod.
Thank you very much. And the leader of the House has moved the motion for adjournment. And I call on Honorable, the man with the longest name that computer may likely want to reject, Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye, to second the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleagues, I rise this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by the leader of the House that item 7 on the other paper
is adjournment. Item 7 on the other paper is adjournment, and nothing more. Nothing should be added to it. Should not infer anything. Adjournment is adjournment. Yes, second the motion.
So I second that we adjourn Synod.
Thank you very much. I must appreciate us once again for this beautiful day and for the work you've been able to do today. The House, the motion has been moved that the House adjourn Synod. And I must also plead with my colleagues, particularly for over 1 year now, you've not been able to have any good office. But they say, without pain, there is no gain. And the complex is undergoing not just a renovation, it's a remodeling. And I have the assurance of Mr. Governor that October, because we've also met after the special plenary session, and he has assured me that by October, done before the 3rd year anniversary, or for the 3rd year anniversary, this house complex will be commissioned, meaning that I am saying this again openly, and I know Mr. Governor is going to hear me. that have also brought to open what we have discussed, that the completion of the renovation and remodeling of this house is important, and he has assured me that that will be done in earnest. And I also want to use this medium to also enjoy the contractor to speed work and ensure that the job is completed to time. That is, by October, for the 3rd year anniversary of Mr. Governor, we should be able to commission this house. And let it be on records that the house has also pleaded with the contractor to speed up this work and to ensure that the commissioning of the house is carried out in October. And when I say October, so that people will not say you only said October 2025, so that it is clearly spelled out, not just October, but October 2025. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. It's on that note that I will ask and I put the question, and the question is not to adjourn till August 30. Recall that August 30 is Right Honorable Akim Jamiu's birthday and book launch. We will not adjourn till then, but the motion is that we adjourn synod. Members will also be called upon before August 30 to still have to sit. But Right Honorable Akim Jamiu, like I said, is a milestone. I think there should be a week-long celebration to celebrate your 60th birthday. Diamond age is not easy. Leader of the house, I think you converse with your other colleague of the minority party, which Honorable Babatunde said, of course, I know he's always not happy to hear that. If you want to join the majority, join the majority. You are in the minority. Minority, you have to join the majority so that you will be very, very comfortable when we talk about majority. The majority is talking, minority, but however, we won't gag your voice. We will always allow you to speak. So the leader of the house should converse with the minority to see if we can have like a week-long activities to mark this diamond man among us, and a man who has also contributed to the development of the Ekiti State, to the development in the Ekiti State House of Assembly, a man that is, we all call him the king of boys. And indeed, he is the king of boys. And I think we have started celebrating you, sir. We are appreciating you for whom you are, for what you stand for, and for the values that you represent. It's our prayers that God will grant you long life, prosperity, in good health, and with multiple joy. I didn't say multiple wives. I say multiple joy. Thank you. Thank you very much. On that note, I put the question that those in favor that the house adjourn synod, I say aye. And those against say nay. And the ayes have it. Thank you very much. Majority will have their say. A minority will have their say. Majority will have their way. Thank you. All right.